Why do dogs wag their tails? Humans are extremely skilled when it comes to bending nature to their will. But before creating extraordinary new technologies seen in our most recent history, like the creation of internet, the production of antibiotics, or the mastery of flight, we influenced nature by meddling with other animals. The meddling in question largely followed the advent of agriculture, which started around 12,000 years ago, leading us to domesticate what we now call cows, sheep, and chickens, amongst other animals. Of these was one mammalian species that humans have had by their sides long before we decided to settle down: dogs. It is unclear exactly when dogs officially became our best friends, but a burial site unearthed in Oberkassel, Germany, which housed the remains of a couple, a fully grown dog, and a puppy dating back around 14,200 years, suggests we've been close for a while. Moreover, beyond the fact that they were buried together, there are clear signs that the humans cared extensively for the puppy, as it survived several months despite having been diseased, further demonstrating that dogs were already very dear to us back then. Other evidence, based on the dating of prehistoric canid bones, indicates that the process of dog domestication began much sooner than the age of the burial site, possibly dating as far back as 32,000 years ago. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the dog breeds we see today are extremely different from these original dogs. And aside from that being clear with there being so many different looking dogs, some of which look like they could be from completely different species, it is also clear in some of their behavioural traits and in their expressiveness towards humans. The trait in dogs that is most commonly believed to have been humanized are their expressive eyebrows, resulting from a unique set of facial muscles. Muscles that allow dogs to lift their inner brow, enabling them to make their eyes seem larger and making them appear as being highly emotive. In fact, it is thanks to these muscles that dogs can perform their infamous
puppy dog eyes,
which humans find childlike and cute. Seeing as these specific muscles do not exist in wolves, scientists are confident that humans played a role in their appearance, either doing so directly by continuously breeding individuals with slightly more expressive faces, or indirectly from early humans trusting or liking these dogs more, leading them to keep them around over facially less expressive dogs. But what of tail wagging then? Well, dogs seem to wag their tails far more than any other canines, though this is apparently a point of contention among scientists, and they appear to do so almost exclusively as a means of transmitting information, as opposed to other more mechanical uses for a tail, like kangaroos, which use theirs as a means to balance, or cheetahs, as a tool for steering when running at high speeds. And unlike eyebrow expression, transmitting information via tail wagging is not only reserved for humans, but other dogs also. Yet, a 2024 paper with the apt title "Why Do Dogs Wag Their Tails?" hypothesized that the frequency and complexity of tail wagging may have been the result of human intervention, a consequence of us preferring dogs that wag more consistently, similar to a metronome, playing into our built-in appreciation for rhythm. Or, alternatively, they claimed it could just have been genetically interlinked to another preferred trait, like docility, and just happened to, unintentionally, come along for the ride. To return to the meaning of a wag, the 2024 paper highlighted that it's not as simple as lots of wagging equals a happy dog, with slight variations in angle and position of a wag being associated with specific behaviours. For instance, a low wagging tail, particularly near or between the legs, is usually an indicator of insecurity or submissiveness. And, from the perspective of a dog, a rightward wag suggests that a dog is positively curious, showing an interest in something or a desire to approach, whilst a leftward wag demonstrates feelings of apprehension, usually manifested by a need to pull away or flee. However, the scientists responsible for these claims do maintain that they are only scratching the surface when it comes to understanding this commonplace behaviour. Still, these recent discoveries may just help us to understand our furry companions a little better, allowing us to possibly dodge a few misunderstandings. And it answers for now a tail-chasingly complicated conundrum.